So guys, I was on my way to work and I got thinking about Christmas movies. Kind of weird, but not really. It's that time of year. And it kind of dawned on me that some of the Christmas movies we've come to love kind of have messed up storylines behind them. One in particular jumped into my mind, and that was Rudolph. I'm going to talk about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer right now. So I think pretty much everybody knows about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Kind of messed up though. So he was born with a dysfunction nose. It was a little different than everybody else's in that it was red and it glowed, where everybody else had dark black noses. His parents were so ashamed they tried to hide it. They were so ashamed of their child being a little different that they tried to hide it. Not only that, not only did they try to hide it and they told him be normal like the other reindeer, then they actually covered it when it came time for basically tryouts for the sleigh team. Santa himself said, if you can't get this nose under control, he's never going to make the sleigh team. Our sleigh team is in jeopardy if you can't get this nose thing under control. So even Santa was against Rudolph's nose just because it was different. And then in the very end, they found that, okay, he can be useful, so let's exploit him. We will exploit Rudolph so we can get through the snowstorm. And then they continue to exploit him. As long as he can be exploited and used, then he's no longer made fun of and he's thought of as a hero. And to me, I get it. It's supposed to be an innocent Christmas story, and I understand that. That's kind of a weird message to send to your kids. Like, I don't know, the kid at school who's a little different, unless you can take advantage of him being different, then, it's okay to make fun of him. It's kind of the message that's sent through Rudolph. And maybe I'm just kind of a spoil sport with it. I understand. I get it's meant to be an innocent Christmas story. No harm is meant to come. But if you were in that position, like, that would be terrible. Like, you spend, a good quarter of your life being made fun of, and your parents themselves and the big boss being up your back trying to get you to just conform. You need to be the same as everybody else. I don't know. If you were in that position, I feel like it'd be kind of hard. And I know this is kind of like a Debbie Downer video, but to me, it just kind of jumped out at me like, wow, that's weird. That's not okay. If you look at the movie Elf, it's the same way. He's different, so he's made fun of because he's bigger than the other elves. I get it, he's a human, but excuse me, I get it. But at the same time, that's a terrible message to send, especially this time of year where everybody's supposed to be loving and just looking out for each other and stuff like that. Like, we go out of our way to help people in need this time of year, and yet we still endorse and watch these different movies that are kind of not nice, I guess, to the main characters and the stories and stuff. We like them, we watch them, and we share them with our kids and our friends and family. Like, it's a tradition, for a lot of people to sit around and watch Christmas movies with their families and their friends. And I don't know. I mean, I'm still going to let my kids watch Rudolph and everything, but I think I'm going to start explaining some of this stuff to them and be like, well, this is why this story is kind of like, you should be nice to everybody regardless. I just read an article, and if I can find the link, I'll share it with you guys. I'll put it in the description if I can find the link. But it was an autistic boy, and this was his view of Rudolph. And basically he's saying the same things I'm saying. But it kind of had like a unique spin on it as to why it bothered him. Because, as an autistic child, I'm sure he's gotten razzed and stuff like that at school for being a little different. And nothing wrong with him, but he wrote this article and he submitted it to, again, I don't remember where. I will really try to find the link. But it was kind of an interesting perspective. I was happy to read it because, you don't hear that sort of thing very often about movies and books like this, like Rudolph. So anyway, guys, that's just my rant for the day. So let me know what you think. Am I overreacting? Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe you're the type of person who just doesn't at all watch stuff like that just because of the message it sends, or maybe you've just never even thought about it from that perspective. But let me know in the comments below what you think. Until next time, take care. Bye.